Hey, what's up, football fam? Let's cut to the chase. In the Premier League, a solid defense might save your skin, but it's a ruthless attack that brings home the silverware. And right now, Arsenal are building something that's got defenses shaking in their boots. They've crafted a front four that's pure dynamite, ready to light up the pitch from the opening whistle. But just how deadly is this squad? Can they finally step up and snag that Premier League crown? Let's break it down and see what's cooking in North London. Last season, Arsenal were so close to stealing the show. The stars aligned for them. Manchester City weren't their usual unstoppable selves. Liverpool were up and down like a roller coaster. And Arsenal? They looked like a team that had finally grown into their boots. Sharper, smarter, and honestly, a level above where they were before. Back in 2022-23, they were just 5 points off City's pace. Then last season, they tightened that gap to 2 measly points. 2. They were breathing down City's neck, but couldn't quite clinch it. So what tripped them up? Here's my take. It wasn't about getting thrashed. They only lost 4 games, same as Liverpool. The real issue? Those pesky draws. Arsenal racked up 14 ties, while Liverpool only had 9. That's a handful of points they left out there on the field. Rewind to some of those matches, and it's clear Arsenal weren't getting outclassed. They just couldn't land the killer blow. Like that Everton clash, a 0-0 grind that felt like watching paint dry. They had the chances to win it. Ødegaard was popping off shots from distance, even had a moment in the box where he was basically staring down the keeper, but no goal. Saka got in on the action too, but couldn't find the back of the net. Then there's the return game against Everton. Trossard sparks things with a slick counterattack goal, but when it's time to seal the deal, nada. Declan Rice had a chance to be the hero, but he blasted it right into a defender. Everton ties it up, and Trossard gets another shot to win it, still nothing. Or take the Brentford match. Martinelli fluffs a golden opportunity early, Partey puts them ahead. But after Wissa levels the score, Arsenal can't find that final punch. Saka had a clear shot at glory and somehow missed. Those are the games that keep you up at night. Moments where Arsenal had everything but the finish. My opinion? They've got the talent, but they need that ice-in-the-veins mentality to bury those chances. And let's not forget the injury bug that bit them hard late in the season. Havertz, Jesus, Saka, all out when it mattered most. The bench just didn't have the spark to turn games around. But here's why I'm buzzing about this season. Arsenal's not just relying on their starting 4 anymore. All right, let's keep the vibe going and zoom in on Arsenal's right wing, where the real fireworks start. Bukayo Saka? This dude's a superstar, plain and simple. He's not just running the show in the Premier League, he's dropping jaws across Europe. Last season, even with injuries slowing him down, he still piled up over 25 goals and assists in all comps. That's nuts for a guy who wasn't even fully fit half the time. Saka's the kind of player who can change a game with one cut inside or a pinpoint cross. But here's the thing, and this is where I gotta chime in. Arsenal leaned on him way too hard. When Saka was out or not at his best, the right side went dead quiet. No one could match his spark, his runs, or his ability to unlock defenses. The attack got too easy to read, and teams just doubled up on him. My take? That's a risky game plan. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, no matter how good that basket is. That's why Arsenal's summer move for Noni Madueke is such a game changer. Now don't get it twisted. Madueke is not Saka's equal yet, but as a backup, he's a massive upgrade. This guy's got pace to burn, loves taking on defenders, and that left foot of his keeps Arsenal's style ticking even when Saka's on the bench. Sure, he's still a bit rough around the edges, but that raw energy? That's what flips games upside down. I'm calling it now. Madueke is going to have some breakout moments this season, and fans are going to love his fearlessness. Plus, this signing isn't just about covering for Saka. It's about surviving a brutal season. With the Premier League, Champions League, and Cups all on the table, Saka can't play every minute. Madueke means Arsenal's right wing stays lethal, whether their star boys fit or not. Now let's slide to the middle, where Arsenal's creativity comes alive. Martin Ødegaard is the maestro, no question. Last season, he was pulling strings like a puppet master, slicing through tight defenses, linking up play, and pressing like his life depended on it. His vision, his cool head, his knack for popping up in the right spots, that's why he's one of the best number 10s out there. He's not just dishing out assists, he's banging in goals too. But here's what's got me pumped, and this is my hot take. Arsenal have a wild card in Ethan Nwaneri. Yeah, he's a teenager, but this kid's built different. His ball control, his awareness, his swagger, it's unreal for someone his age. Watch him play, and you know he's made for that spot just behind the striker. He can dribble past guys, pick the right pass, and isn't afraid to try something crazy. If Ødegaard needs a rest, Nwaneri's not just holding the fort. He's bringing a whole new flavor, more flair, more unpredictability. I'm telling you, give this kid some minutes, and he's gonna steal the show. Oh, and before we move on, hit that subscribe button, fam. Let's keep the football talk rolling. Now, let's swing over to the left wing, where Arsenal's looking to make some serious noise. Gabriel Martinelli's been the main man there, but let's be real. Last season, he was a bit patchy. Some games, he was tearing it up, leaving fullbacks in the dust. Others, he got shut down when teams packed the box. And depth? That was a problem too. Trossard could step in, but he's at his best cutting inside or coming off the bench. Arsenal needed a left winger who can deliver week in, week out. And that's why they're going hard for Eberechi Eze from Crystal Palace. Eze's the real deal. Even in a mid-table Palace team, he racked up over 25 goal contributions last season. This guy can play wide, drift into pockets, or even pop up centrally. His dribbling's smooth as butter, he's got better decision-making now, and when he gets a sniff of goal, he doesn't mess around. My opinion, Eze's exactly what Arsenal need on that left side. A player who can grab the ball, beat a couple of guys, and create magic out of nowhere. With Eze, Saka, and Ødegaard on Nwaneri in the mix, defenses are gonna have nightmares. But here's the big one, the piece Arsenal have been missing for years, a true number 9. A striker who smells blood and finishes everything. Gabriel Jesus is class. His movement, his work rate, his link-up play are top-notch, but he's not hitting 20 goals a season. Havertz is a false 9. He had his moments, but he's not a born finisher. Trossard up top? Not quite the answer either. That's why Arsenal's chase for Victor Gyökeres from Sporting CP is massive. This guy's a goal machine. Over 65 goals in just over 60 games. Headers, volleys, screamers from distance, you name it, he scores it. But it's not just about the numbers. Gyökeres presses like a beast, holds up the ball and connects with midfielders, which fits Arteta's system perfectly. My take, this dude's the final puzzle piece. He's the striker who turns Arsenal from contenders to champions. And the best part, they've still got Jesus and Havertz as options. Jesus can stretch defenses with his runs, and Havertz can mix things up as a false 9. That's depth, versatility, and goals all in one package. Saka tearing it up on the right, Ødegaard and Nwaneri running the show in the middle, Eze causing chaos on the left, and Gyökeres leading the line. That's an attack that can go toe-to-toe with anyone. Arteta's not just building a front four, he's crafting a squad that can dominate in every way. And honestly, I think the Premier League's in for a wake-up call. This Arsenal team isn't the one that fell short before. They've leveled up, they've got the firepower, and they're ready to make a statement. But what do you reckon? Can they finally bring that title back to North London? Let me know in the comments. Smash that subscribe button and check out our last video for more football goodness. Catch you next time.